7,498 miles. I actually really like the interior of this car. I did not think I liked the red. Red looks awesome in person. This is my first 3LT one of these. I gotta say, the fully finished leather interior smells amazing and is noticeably better than the 1 and 2LT. 2LT is like a nice upgrade. It's got the cooled seats and stuff that the 1LT doesn't. The 3LT has the fully leather trimmed interior, the carbons, like the carbon buckets. It's a huge upgrade, honestly. We just took it in for service. This car was due, so it was recently just serviced at Watson Chevrolet here in Tucson. So it's all up to date. They did, there was one open manufacturer suggested thing that they did recall wise. That's done. Oil change is done. Service is done. This car comes with 1 key. Let's walk around it and check it out. Overall, it's in pretty darn good shape for a 7,500 mile car. Just taking a look at the front. Radiators have, so on these cars, one of the things to look at is the radiators have, you know, they get a little rock damage, stone damage, things like that. No punctures or anything. We had the dealer check that, so it's in good shape. Don't really see any stone chipping. There's a couple like little tiny things on this one, but overall it's in pretty good shape. Frunk looks like good shape. Even in the 3LT base model C8, that is not electric closed. Now in the Z06, that closes electronically. That's like a cool thing in Z06s, but not on these ones. All right, picking up where we left off. There's a fingerprint. There's a couple little stone chips in the light. There's one, that's a good one right there. Doesn't affect how it works. That wheel's in good shape. Brakes are in good shape. Mirror's in good shape. Windshield has a few baby stone chips. That's a spider web. Rear radiator guards look good. This all looks pretty good. This wheel's in good shape. There's a little scratch right here on the spoiler, so I think you can probably see that. Coming to the back, I've seen this color combo where they wrap the top black, and I think it actually looks a little bit better. If I was going to keep it, I'd probably wrap the top black. Let's open this up. So there is right here. That's just a leaf. Looks pretty good. So convertible hardtop. We'll show you the top action here in a second. It's all pretty clean back here. Now this one does have soft close. Don't see anything weird going on back here. Now both wheels on this side do have a little baby bit of curb rash. Where'd it go? Right here. So you can see it. You barely see it there. I replaced this tire. The other ones had plenty of tread depth, so it was fine, but I did replace this with this tire. Had a little bubble in it, so that tire is newer than the rest. That's just a fingerprint. That's fine. And then this wheel right here, you can see a little curb rash. We got a bid to fix those. It'd be $150 a wheel to fix them. It's no big deal. Overall, pretty darn clean. These cars do pretty well, other than the windshields tend to get hit. And it's just spider web. So this one's pretty clean overall. Looking at the inside from this side, door panels are in great shape, super clean. I love these carbon seats. These things are pretty rock and roll. This side looks good. No manuals or anything in this car. I bought this one from another dealer. It's part of a package deal to get the Z06. And so when I got it from him, it had 1 key and no manuals. No wheel locks. There's a phone charger. But I took it to the dealer. I had him take all the wheel locks off, so it's just got basic lug nuts, so you're not going to have any problems with that. Chevy dealer did that. And then the one thing, you can't really see it in the video, this whatever you want to call this, like finger holder door pull. It's a little dirty. It's kind of a nitpick, but if I was going to buy a $75,000 car or whatever, this thing was like 95 grand MSRP. I'd want to know that. It's just a little dirty. I asked the detailer to get it out. He didn't want to over scrub the leather. But overall, pretty darn clean. So let's see, we go lock, unlock. And then I think we just push and hold this guy. There it is. Convertible top motion. There we go. And lock it again. Double click. Ready for summer. Here on the front, let's see, there's a curve. So other than those little critters in the front, she's in pretty good shape. All right, here we are in the 2021 C8 Corvette 3LT. Now, this may be, actually, there's no maybe. This is the best option C8 that I've ever been in. I've got the window sticker here, so check this out. Base price of the C8 3LT is $78,850. This car, add the Z51 Performance Package, 19 and 20 inch Trident 5-star wheels. That's a $3,000 option. Front lift adjustable height with memory. That's a $2,000 option. Z51 Performance suspension with magnetic selective ride control, aka Mag Ride. Bright red painted brake calipers. Composite rockers, black. Premium indoor car cover. Well, sorry, the car cover doesn't come with it because the dealer I bought it from apparently lost it. And carbon flash metallic painted outside mirrors for a grand total retail MSRP of $94,430. This is like as high of an MSRP as you get just about in a non-Z06 car. So we're gonna take this thing for a ride, kind of give you some impressions of how it drives. Now, I wanna make sure you saw when I showed you the folding top motion from outside, the like head protector over here on the passenger side sprung up really hard. Well, that's because the cable snapped that controls that thing going up and down, and then you saw the driver's side one like slowly released. That's what it should do. That's fine. That's going to be under warranty. We're going to get that taken care of before we get the car shipped out. But I just want to call that out so that you know that it's not supposed to do that. That was weird that it did that right when I demoed the top motion for you. But hey, it's better because it'll be fixed before you buy it. But that's the deal with that. So overall, you know, these are great cars. I think we've had like 8 of these things now. They're mostly problem-free. The big things to look out for is like how the car was used, how was it maintained. This one, we just had it serviced, like I said in the other video, and so I know it was gone through at the dealer recently. I mean, like less than 50 miles ago. They said it's in good shape. They did the recalls. They took the locking lug nuts off that we were missing the key for. Did all the fluid changes. So this thing's all up to date. I'll tell you, like, I love the way this car smells. I cannot get enough of how this car smells. It just smells good. It's because there's so much leather in it. It's just amazing. So overall, like, I'm cruising. I'm in my neighborhood. There's a bunch of speed bumps in here. And this is the first Mag Ride car that I've been in, and it's pretty good. Like, it's actually, like, the car is really stable. And when you hit the Z button to go into Z51 mode, I I don't know if you can hear it, but like there's an audible change to the exhaust note. Shift points get way firmer, suspension firms way up. Like all the guys who want to do track days, they want mag ride for a reason. But you know, right back Z mode, right back to stock. This car has 7,499 miles. We're probably going to hit 7,500 on this demo ride. Took you around the outside. Overall, she's pretty clean. You know, C8s are interesting. The first one that I bought was an $83,000 MSRP car. I paid $110,000 because like I really wanted it, and at the time that was actually the right price to pay. It was a great car. I had it for a year and a half, and I ended up selling it for about $83,000. So, you know, the prices continue to come down on these. This one is a great deal because of the 95K MSRP. It literally has every option. You know, we've got it listed for, I think, for like $73,500 today. If we throw it up on Cars and Bids, it probably sells for about that. Maybe it gets a little more if somebody like has to have this color and spec and everything else. Maybe it gets a little bit less. You never know. Cars and Bids is cool that way. Sometimes you get a deal. Sometimes you pay a little more than you might have wanted to. But man, if you want mag ride Z51 hardtop convertible 3LT interior, this is it. This is like one of the lowest priced ones in the country, and it's clean, it's in good shape. So I really do like the way this thing rides, actually. Like it's a lot more fluid than the non-mag ride cars, and especially like the Z51s without mag ride to me feel really firm. This thing's great. Like, I'm impressed. I haven't driven this car much. I drove it to the dealer for the like services, drove it home. I think this is the second time I've driven this car. It's cool. I dig it. This is like perfect date night car. Throw the golf clubs in the back. That's why I like the C8. You know, you get the 488s, the McLarens, the Huracans. No golf clubs. 911 turbos. They're fast. They're cool. No golf clubs. But this guy, man, this is like the country club mobile. I also feel like all the dudes at the country club have these things. But they're pretty slick. They're a good car. Prices have really come down. You know, look, you can buy a 1LT car for sure for less than this. I'm seeing some in the low 60s. But the funny thing is those 1LT cars, like the MSRP on them was it's like 68 to 70. So you're buying a car that was originally 70 for 65. Or you could buy a car that was originally almost 100 for 72, 73. There is a meaningful difference. So if you're looking at one of these and you haven't driven one, go find a local dealer that has a 3LT with Z51 with mag ride with the whole thing, or come see us, come drive this one. We're cool about test drives. The number of customers that I've had that come see us when we have a C8 or something cool, and they're like, yeah, I want to test drive it. It's like, great, can you afford it? Yep, okay, great, go test drive it. And they're like shocked because they've dealt with other dealers where, you know, they won't let them test drive a used C8. And it's like, come on, that thing costs less than an F-150. Like, let the guy drive it, let the gal drive it, see if they want it. So check it out, drive one of these things. I think you'll be impressed. They're fast. Like, I don't need to beat on it and show you how fast it is. Like, it's a Corvette. It's fast. It's a mid-engine Corvette. It does 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. It's plenty fast. You're probably not buying the hardtop convertible with the sick leather package to do track days, but you've got the acceleration there if you want it. So I like this thing, man. I gotta tell you, I might drive it a little bit more. So if you buy this, it's at 7,500 miles now. If it has like 7,550, it's because I went to dinner. But it's a good car. I hope you like it. If you have questions, hit us up. If it doesn't sell in the next week, it's going live on Cars and Bids, and somebody's going to get a great deal on it. So thanks a lot. Appreciate you watching. Hope to talk to you soon.